Hello and welcome back to Sunless Sunday, where we sail the Sunless Sea with me, Bardon, and Lady Sakura. Okay, we're going to get a port report here. You will record what you will have seen. A conundrum. When you sit down to write the report, you'll recall that it was written already. Who wrote it? The report records that it was already written when it was found. Found it. The report describes another report, which will indicate the name of the finder. Where's the other report? There's a footnote which describes when you will record its location. When will that be? When all is well, and all manner of thing is well. Okay, and then we're going to do this as well, because we've got our sack of dark drop coffee beans, yeah. The house of the amber sky. Rest, traveller. Our waters are warm. Our cushions are petaled soft. Lay your head here. You'll be healed. Or better yet, you'll be renewed. Payment in coffee? Yes, please. Close your eyes. The house of the amber sky is a roofless space beneath the false stars of the neat, rich with the scent of Irene roses. Despite the ice, it's warm as a desert evening. You will arrange yourselves on the cushion. Close your eyes just for a moment. Okay. Rest, recover, dream. That's exactly what I want to do. The jungle around you is rich with violently coloured fruit, buzzing with insects and unseen life. Explore a little. A shattered tower. At the top of a low hill, a tower stump stands. The masonry looks arimi. The door is rotted. The space within filled with thorned vines. But cracked mirrors still hang on the walls, and each one you see a different scene. Bright-eyed soldiers blink shards and iron. Clay men war with clothes colonies in the streets of Polythreme. The alarming scholar cracks soul tubes between his teeth. Truth, dream, or both. You will wake in the house of the amber sky. Your clothes will be stained with the juice of crushed leaves. Okay, so we lost 20 terror, which is nice. We gained 2 memories of distant shore. Wow, we got 71 of those. We gained 10 fragments. Okay. Then shops-wise here, we could sell under one of those. I don't want to do that. We've got our watchful curios. I'm not worried about those. Let's see. So we've got 3 of those that really aren't all that much help for me. Could buy some fuel or supplies, but I think right now a bit too pricey. And then there, yeah. So I think we're gonna leave. And then next is the Nativity with all the lovely spiders. Then Empire of Hands. Then Hideaway and Aestabal. So somewhere around Hideaway or Aestabal is probably where this episode is going to end. Let's see if we can at least stick to that much of the plan. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit melancholy at the moment because it's only a few minutes since I ended the last episode. So if you watch that, and you watch the end, you kind of know why. Let's speed up a little bit just so that we maybe avoid 1 terror. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's good. Oh, hey there, Mr. Crab. It's hard now not to think of memories of my dad, but the good thing is they are actually mostly good memories as well. remember like when I used to live in Ireland, I was a bit of a workaholic, and I definitely wouldn't have been able to do YouTube back then and work the way I did, because basically for me, life was get up like at 5 in the morning, then get myself to work. Let's slow down a bit. I'm gonna turn now because I went a bit too fast. Get myself to work. Start work at like 6. Let's pop in there. Then work until late in the evening. Then go home, and then I used to play Final Fantasy 11. So anybody who knows that game knows it's an MMO. And anybody who's played MMOs know that they suck all your spare time up. Like they just, whatever amount of time you have to play it, that's how much time the game's gonna make you play it. So I used to do that for years and years. So there's no way that I would have been able to. There's no way that I would have been able to. Oh, we don't have our mushroom wine. Shit. Okay. Well, we'll do delivery of trinkets anyway. Yeah, but let me finish my thought. There's no way that I would have been able to do YouTube then. But what happened was, so for years I did that, and then I got sick. And I was sick for a couple of years where I had like a persistent cough, and I've had it now. Like people would have thought that I had COVID-19. And back then people actually, if I went outside, would say, oh, he's got SARS or whatever. But kind of the last 2 years I was working before I got sick, I'm really into rugby. I love rugby. And I was a season ticket holder for Leinster. So I got season tickets for myself and my dad. And then that was our thing, was kind of every Friday or Saturday, we'd go to the rugby, and that was kind of my one break from my usual life of kind of not going out. And that's was something like I always treasured, you know, being able to spend that time with my dad, just me and him, enjoying the rugby, and then kind of chatting on the way there on the train, and doing the same coming home as well, and just kind of having time for ourselves to be able to do that. Like, and I'm so glad I was able to do that while he was still with us. Like, and then like kind of towards the end of when I was leaving, just before I left Ireland, like, was kind of when he got diagnosed with his dementia, and he wasn't too bad then, so we could still go to the rugby. But then in the not long after that, a year or two after that, he went downhill a lot, where he just couldn't leave the house on his own and stuff like that. But yeah, sorry for maybe if I'm depressing people or whatever, but just kind of I guess the mood I'm in today. I'm just kind of I'm thinking of and remembering them, and they're good memories, like you know, which is nice. I know not everybody has good memories of their parents, which is a bit sad, because they are the people who are supposed to look after you and teach you to be a good person, I guess. And that's something I'm very grateful to both my father and my mother, that, you know, we didn't have much growing up. I grew up with like 7 siblings, so but my parents did their best to provide what they could for us, and they struggled to put me through university, but they taught us like to treat everyone equally, not to kind of be prejudiced against anyone, and to stand up for people as well. And that was it was very nice, like to have parents like that, because I know a lot of people didn't have parents like that and had to kind of find their own way in the world, and find the right path for themselves. And a lot of people still haven't done that as well. But again, let's get back to the game and the stories in here. So we'll do the delivery of trinkets. An almost entirely legitimate silk trader urgently requests your help with the delivery to fall in London. Trinkets. Just trinkets, confirms the man, holding out the box. Shaking it, you hear a rattle and see a sudden look of horror on the man's face. He says nothing though, merely backs away as quickly as good manners permit. Okay, so we're going to deliver more sour spiders to London. Definitely we will be the cause of the massive infestation that's there. Okay, so next is the Empire of Hands. I'm imagining we're going to bump into one of those light ships or whatever they're called down this way as well. So the plan at the moment for the series is to finish the Carnelian Exiles storyline and then maybe finally end this series after how many years. That's the plan, but I love this game so much that I could still play on beyond that as well. And again, it's one of these things where this game is my kind of escape game, and therefore, like, generally in terms of views, I don't get many views on any of my videos anyway, but this series gets consistently towards the bottom end of views that I do get, but you know, I'm not motivated by how many views I get, because if I was, I kind of go back to the way I used to make videos, which was highly edited things that would generate a ton of views. That's the way I used to be when I did my first stint. Wouldn't say as a YouTuber, because it was more making YouTube videos, because I didn't do it consistently enough to be a YouTuber all those years ago. But I don't want to do that. I want to just make content that I feel like I would watch, which is kind of slow paced, and getting, you know, making a connection with people. I think it's important, and just letting people know what's going on in your life, or just kind of talking about your history with games or anything like that, like, and kind of that kind of stuff you don't get in highly edited things, where, you know, along with that you kind of get this hyper personality of a person that really doesn't ring true to me. And yeah, so I don't like watching stuff like that. I like watching people like Damo or Zemolf or Game Night or Morjax or Braskus, where it feels like it's a real person. It's not a character or a caricature of themselves that you're getting. You're basically just watching a person who you can relate to, playing a game and playing it at a slow pace and enjoying it, and then going off on tangents and stuff like that. And that's the kind of content that I make, and it appeals to some people, which I'm very happy about. Like I like making content for the people that kind of stuff appeals to. So I'm very happy with that. But then with this series, it's kind of there are some people who kind of dip in and out of the series. So sometimes someone will maybe watch for, you know, months and then maybe dip out, or maybe they're still watching but they don't comment, and that's fine, because this game is for those people, and it's for me as well. So I'm happy enough, you know, to make a video that will only get maybe a handful of views over its entire life. Other people would say, well, why waste your time doing that? But the thing is, I don't see it as a waste of time, because I enjoy doing this. So, you know, if I wasn't doing this, what would I be doing is the question. Like, probably playing an MMO that overall I would probably get less joy out of. So yeah, I'm happy enough to do this. And again, I've gone off on a tangent, but hey, that's what's going to happen with me sometimes. Right, let's get in here. We could give some shore leave. Probably not a good idea. Let's get our port report instead. Now that the LP has been brought up to date, this will be far quicker. Unfortunately, also less profitable. Letters from the Wild Wheel Court. You write down your latest discoveries and seal them, ready for delivery on return to Fallen London. Okay, and then we won't do an audience. We don't need to go to the Zeppelin. Well, we were working on the Zeppelin, right? No, I'm not going to do that. We could deliver. No, we can't really deliver stuff, right? The only thing we could do is contribute those. We could contribute. How much does it take? 10 supplies, right? Wait, that's just unlock with 5 supplies. Okay, so let's do that once. And then it gets to 11 there. Okay. Then we get 7 drowning pearls, which you don't really need, but we'll take it anyway. And then I think I'm gonna end the video there. So we hadn't made as much progress as I had planned for this one, but you know, I went off on a tangent a couple of times, but I hope that you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope to see you next time, and definitely keep safe out there. Goodbye. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, maybe you'll hit the subscribe button there on the right, and check out some other videos here on the left.